Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 46. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Taylor and Chance. Now, honey, listen, we start off the episode and Taylor's doing the pushing. Okay, baby Mason is on his way. The baby is born. Mason is absolutely beautiful. He's a little over 8 pounds, just the cutest little thing. But I got annoyed. I got quite annoyed. Chance turns this into all about Chance. And then when Taylor has got that special moment, you know, the moment when they lay the baby on your chest and you're just so in love and so amazed, and it's, you know, that moment where it's like, I'm your mommy, you know, that exciting time. I remember that with my son, and I remember just staring in amazement, like, this is my buddy, this is my baby. I've been talking to you for this whole time and now you're in my arms. Well, Chance just steals that moment and, you know, takes the baby away from Taylor. You even have the nurse saying, you know, pretty much, chill out a little bit, dude. You know, allow her and the baby to have this bonding time. And he says, well, she's been holding him for 9 months. I've been waiting. You know what? I was thinking if baby Mason could talk, he would be saying, who is this weirdo charlatan? Hand me back to mommy. I mean, yikes. I just can't stand this dude. You know, in my opinion, Chance is just the worst thing that ever happened to Taylor and her babies. You know what I mean? You know, now she's at home and she's got 4 kids. You know, the little girls, they want attention. They need attention. They should have the attention that they want and need. The baby needs attention. You know, and Chance, we find out that he's been laid off.
Lord Jesus.
I said, laid off? Are you sure that you weren't fired? You know, my heart is saying he was fired. And I'm thinking he's fired because he said that he was leaving early so he can go down to the casino. I said, you got fired. You lousy ass, you done got fired. I'm just saying. Well, he's riding around town talking about he doesn't want to tell her that he's been laid off. He's trying to avoid arguments. I said, well, remember, you had all those ways that you could make money. You know, why are you not out somewhere pressure washing somebody's driveway, somebody's house, somebody's back deck? You spent $400 on that fancy pressure washer. Why are you not out pressure washing? You know, he goes and meets up with a friend and he wants to ask the friend for some work. His friend says, well, I won't have anything for the next 4 or 6 weeks, but I'll give you a call. Boy, you better go over to Lowe's, Home Depot's, Menards, some damn where, and see if you can get some construction work. I thought that's what you did. You've got that truck that you can't afford. Maybe you should DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, anything that you can do driving around in that car. You should do all of that. Get out and get a damn job. But no, instead of him applying to be a greeter at the Walmart, or, you know, driving around town, dropping people off where they're supposed to be, or picking up groceries, picking up anything, deliver lumber. I don't give a shit. You got a big truck. Instead of doing that, he's down at the bar throwing back shots and gambling the last of the money. I said, wait a minute. You've got a new baby who is going to go through about 10 diapers a day. You've got to have formula if she's not breastfeeding. The other kids, they can't eat air. You are already 2 months behind on the mortgage. You're behind on the electricity bill. You're behind on all 7 credit cards. And you're down at the bar throwing back shots and playing on the little slot machine things, the little poker machine things. Are you out of your damn mind? I just don't like this guy. I really don't. Taylor was doing just fine when she met him. Before she brought him into the lives of her and her children, she had a roof over her head and her mortgage payment was not late. She had a job, her credit score was good. And now your mortgage is late, your utilities are late, you've got all these credit cards that are late, your credit score is gone to shit, and you've got an extra mouth to feed a new beautiful baby boy. This is bullshit. Chance is a bum who ain't shit. He's not used to shit. He's not gonna have shit. I mean shit. Anyway, she calls Bobby because she wants to vent. But at the same time, she says she's upset with Bobby because Bobby left the hospital and their relationship hasn't been the same in the last couple months. You damn right. Because you chose him over her, had her living out in the shack on the side of the house, and then put her all the way out. Of course your relationship is not going to be the same. When Bobby was living there, the kids had a sitter, your bills was paid. You had a job. I think Bobby had a little job. This is ridiculous. You need to throw Chance out. See if Bobby will come back. Both of you need to get jobs. You need to get some assistance to help you with these late bills. You should be able to qualify for something. And then you need to put Chance on some sort of child support and supervised visitation, because I don't trust that dude. You know what? I want to feel bad for you. I really do, but I don't. Who I feel bad for are these children. You brought Chance into their lives, and that was a big mistake. Monique and Derek. All right, honey. So we find out a lot about Derek this week. You know, that ex-girlfriend Nisha popped up. She's sharing the details about their past relationship. Honey, she is alleging all types of things. One thing that I thought was weird about his ex coming out is she says that she's 41 years old and that she is an ex-police officer, and she's not the correction officer that they talked about on the show. She's a different girl. The thing that I found weird about her is the fact that she's 41 years old and she says that she's an ex-cop and that she was dealing with Derek. She says that when he was in jail, she gave him $17,000 because they were engaged and in love and they were building a relationship. And some of the money went to other inmates. And I guess she's alleging that those inmates were getting money to protect Derek while he was in jail. My thing is this: what grown woman in her 30s and 40s would do something that dumb, especially when you were a cop at one point? Why would you be trolling for inmates online and then decide to start a relationship with this dude who was in jail for street pharmaceuticals and then give him $17,000? Something says the elevator doesn't reach the top, okay? Because grown women is not doing that. I'm not spending my hard-earned money dealing with you. And especially if I was a cop. You know the game. Really? Anyway, she says that she broke up with him when she found out that he was dating Monique. She said that he called her Mo one time and that was the end of it for her. Then she says that Monique allegedly was threatening her, calling her, harassing her. She says allegedly that Derek sent all of her information to Monique. Her phone number, her address, her full name, her social security number. I'm thinking to myself yet again, what the hell is you doing giving this inmate your social security number? Okay, she says that she gave him her social security number because he was so generous in giving, her his. I said, well, he didn't have any credit and he's in jail. Woman. Anyway, she says that Derek and Monique allegedly stole her identity and opened up all kinds of credit cards in her name. And allegedly, she's going to go ahead and take them to court. I said, yeah, okay. If that really did happen, there's no way in hell that they wouldn't be going to court, that they wouldn't be going to jail. You going to jail. You are not about to be out here stealing my damn identity. Now, earlier in the week, Derek got arrested. Allegedly, he was arrested for a crime that was committed while he was in jail. Supposedly, while he was in the jail, he got into some sort of fight or something. And so they picked him up on that charge. He was bailed out for $10,000. He's got an attorney. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm tired of him. Anyway, he's got his monitor off his ankle and he has requested a travel pass from his, probation officer because he wants to travel to Chicago to spend some time with Monique because he wants to ask her to marry him. So, you know, I love his big mama. He's talking to his big mama and he tells her that he's going to marry Monique. And she says, huh? And she has to sit down. I said, all right, big mama, I understand. You've got to sit down for this. She asked him, she says, listen, are you ready for this commitment? Hell to the no, because he's already admitted to having 10 side chicks since he got out of jail. Not to mention, I mean, they're doing this, you know, publicity tour, traveling all over America, doing these radio spots. And he keeps on mentioning that he's, you know, cheated on Monique multiple times. He's just parading her around like, yeah, this is my girlfriend. I love her, but I cheat. You know what I mean? I don't need 15 minutes that bad. You know what I mean? I just don't. I'm not here for it. I really do like Derek's grandmother. And she was just giving him some real true advice. She tells him, she said, this is not just for the show. This is not just for one day. You know, marriage is serious and you need to be committed. She also told him, you know, don't let your brothers and sisters ruin your life. Don't let them run your business. They weren't here for you when you were locked up, so don't let them ruin everything now that you're out. She also says that she really likes Monique because Monique really loves him and held him down, and she doesn't want, you know, Monique's feelings hurt. He's talking all this big stuff, showing off the ring and everything, and I thought to myself, if you were really truly ready for this commitment, did you tell Monique about them 3 cell phones that you have? You know, this is just not real to me. You are not really ready to commit to this woman. This just seems really fake and phony to me. And not only that, you are living in your grandma's house. You don't have a job. And you are out here going to see Monique and about to propose, and your grandmother gives you $500. No, you are already living with her for free. I don't think that he should have taken that money. So he says he wants to make his big mom proud, but you can't make her proud if you're out here whoring in these streets. Also in that interview with his ex, she said that Monique doesn't even have a car and that Monique lives with her sister. I don't know. You know, she was looking crazy for putting all this out here. She should be embarrassed to put it out. But she was also making Monique and Derek look even crazier than they really already do. It was an interesting interview over on Geo Malik's channel. And it was a little summary of the interview that I posted to my community tab. When he gets in the car to head to the airport without even having his travel pass, his uncle gives him flowers for Monique. And I said, well, shit. Your grandma gave you $500. Your uncle is giving you flowers. Who paid for the airfare, Monique? What is going on here? You are not ready to marry somebody. You really aren't. And then when he talked to his parole officer, I thought a couple things. One thing I thought is, this lady don't play. The second thing I thought was, boy, it must be hell being on parole because this lady talked to him like a child. Then she hung up on him. But then she called back and went ahead and gave him the travel pass. I said, oh God, this is interesting. But she told him that when she calls him while he's out there in Chicago, if he doesn't pick up that phone, he's going right back to jail because she don't play. I said, oh, damn. To me, I think that Derek and Monique are going to be short-lived. I think right now they are enjoying the fact that they are traveling around America, getting paid, you know, $2,000 to $3,000 for these interviews. You know, people are interested in them right now, but that 15 minutes will be up soon. Marcelino and Brittany was on here. Yep, Marcelino and Brittany was on this episode, and they were doing the same thing they've been doing the last, you know, 2 seasons, and the acting has not gotten better, and the storyline is still the same, and I used that as a commercial break. I went and, you know, got some water and, you know, came on back and fast forwarded through because, you know, no one really cares. I'm just saying. Justine and Michael. And Justine is upstairs sitting on the floor acting like she can't get up. You know, Michael been out of jail for 3 months. She's sitting on the floor acting as if she is about a good 7 months pregnant. I can't get up. Girl, bye. You are not that far along to be going through this. Get on up. Anyway, as she's paying the bills, she realizes that $12,000 is missing out of their account. So she asks Michael, where'd that money go? And he says he's trying to keep it a secret because he got her that, new engagement ring. And the thing is, we saw him and his sister down at the jewelry place when he purchased the engagement ring. And the engagement ring, I believe, and I could be wrong, I may need to go back and watch that episode, but I could believe that lady said that engagement ring was $5,000. That, even with the tax, doesn't equal $12,000, so where did the rest of the money go? Anyway, that's not my business. I don't give a damn. I got a job. I pay my own bills. So anyway, it turns into this huge argument because she says that, he's got her at home and, she's just there with the kids and everything and she's not feeling appreciated. And then he tells her that he's the one who put the money in the account. And then she goes on to say that when he was in jail, she held him down working 16-hour shifts and she was putting the money in the account. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's rewind. Let's go back. When he was in jail, he was sending you gifts. He bought you a car and your mama was helping you pay your bills. You didn't have any money. Your mama was helping you pay your bills. So did y'all forget y'all's storyline was that he's got all this money and he was sending you money? Now all of a sudden you were working 16-hour shifts and taking care of him? I don't know what the hell happened, but something went wrong. Y'all forgot? Or we TV production teams didn't say, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. That wasn't the way the story went, remember? Something's not right there. Y'all doing all this talk about we traveling, we going to Vegas, we took this money out, we doing this and that, but neither one of you have a real job. I know nobody's buying them shoes. And without a real job, do you have health insurance? You and the children need health insurance. The way I would have picked up my phone so fast to call my old boss to beg for my job back, oh my Lord. I would have been Speedy Gonzalez on that phone. Do you hear me? I would have been a vampire from True Blood the way I typed in that phone number.
It's cool, right?
Yeah. Amazing.
I'll delete it so you can watch again. Look at me.
Are you kidding me? The speed on my fingers. No, ma'am. I need my job back. This is ridiculous. So they get to Vegas. Okay, now, first of all, they're in the airport matching. I said, damn it. We're not going to let go of these matching outfits. It's just not going to happen. Now, when they get to Vegas, they are not wearing matching outfits, but they are wearing the same color. They're wearing the same color. And I do have to say that pregnant Justine was looking gorgeous. She was really looking beautiful. She decides on their way to meet Mocha that she's going to be on her best behavior. She is not going to be rude. She's not going to get involved. She's just going to be cordial and sit there quietly. And she did. When she got there, she was really friendly. And she says, hi, Mocha, and he really played her off. And I thought it was rude as hell. And I thought that was an opportunity for Michael to freeze and say, hey, please don't disrespect her like this. But he didn't. Anyway, Mocha is on something. When he finds out that Michael and Justine have a baby on the way, he kind of loses it. And I start to think to myself, Mocha, are you interested in Michael a little more than just for his rap talent? Because this makes no sense. He threw a tiny bit of a temper tantrum. They end up going outside and he's talking about, I can't believe you're having another kid. I need you to fly off to Egypt. I said, Egypt? Oh God, the delusion is real. Egypt? Get on out of here. Anyway, he says, what if I need you down at the studio at 2 o'clock in the morning? Are you going to be able to come to the studio? Or are you going to be at home feeding the baby, diapering or something? I said, My first instinct was, Michael, this could be a boiling a rabbit situation. He's got some sort of attraction. Anyway, maybe you should hire a new manager because this dude doesn't seem to be supportive at all, and he's got some issues. He doesn't want Mike to wear his ring. He doesn't want Justine around. He is mad as hell that she is pregnant. And then he says, you know, how many rappers do you know that get signed to a major label and they're married? You know, it's not the 1990s. Now, I remember hearing an interview with Montel Jordan where he was saying back in the day when he signed, his record label didn't want him to tell people that he was married or in a relationship because they wanted to gear him towards single women. But that was then. This is now. Rappers have wives. They also have multiple side chicks. They have babies. They have baby mamas. They have all kinds of things. Rappers are out here in gangs. Rappers are out here drilling and sliding on people. And people are still buying their music. This makes no sense to me. You know, back to the money situation. Justine did make a comment that she wasn't angry about him taking the money. She just thought that he should mention it to her, and I agree with that. You know, I'm not married, but if I was and we had a joint account and I saw that $12,000 was missing, I would be ticked off about it. Also, if I was married and had a joint account and I was about to make some sort of purchase and I was going to take a large amount of money, I would let my partner know, hey, I'm about to do X, Y, and Z. You know, are you cool with it? You know, because it's both of our money. I don't think she was wrong for questioning, and I think that they should have discussions, even though we know that at least some of that money was spent for a present for her. I also agree with Justine when she says that Mocha is a hater. He does seem to be a hater, and I think that Michael should move on. I don't know of any major artists that Mocha represents. I don't know where he got those plaques from that's hanging on that wall, but it seems a little false and phony to me. That's just my opinion. His name is not ringing bells out here in these streets. And I would also like to say, just so Mocha knows, they are on a reality TV show where we know that he's married. You cannot hide it. Lindsay and Blaine. Well, Lindsay is still being overdramatic as hell, okay? She is mad as hell. How dare Blaine think about himself and save himself from spending 20 years in the slammer and stay at home on house arrest for 3 years? How dare he? I mean, seriously, at some point it does sound like she wanted him to go to jail. I mean, seriously, lady, if I was in his position and I had the chance to stay out of jail for 20 years and just live in the house for 3, I would take living in my house for 3 years, even though he still gets to get out of the house. So every morning he's not allowed to leave out of the house until a certain time. And the evenings he has to be in the house by a certain time. To me, that's still good, considering that he could be in a 48 square foot cell. You know, concrete slab with a disgusting toilet screaming through the toilet bowl. Remember that on some prison show I watched on Netflix? I can't even, is it called Jailbirds? I don't know, where they were, you know, toilet talking. That is so disgusting. Anyway, she packs a little bag and she leaves because she's angry. You didn't tell me. You lied to me. Girl, get the fuck on. Anyway, Blaine tells her, let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. I said, you know what? He is from the South. That is a very Southern saying. Blaine goes to his church. And I said, I wasn't expecting this. He goes to a very diverse church. I was here for that. I really was. He goes to church and he wants to, you know, testify. He's missing her. He doesn't know where she is. Lindsay's mom and daughter show up and they don't know where she is either. But he's going to go on in here and give his testimony. Now listen, Lindsay does show up. And I'm not going to lie. Blaine gives his testimony and I cry a little. He's talking about his addiction. He's talking about the love of his grandmother. And I tell you what, there is the love of a mom that is just undescribable. But there's also the love of a grandmother that and nobody can compete with. You know what I mean? The love for your grandma is just crazy love. It's just, Nobody messes with Mama. You know what I mean? Nobody gives hugs like Mama. Nobody's cooking is as good as Mama. You know what I mean? Grandma, that's just it. She is everything. She is, you know, the whole universe. It's something about it. It just broke me down. I just started crying, thinking, I am so sorry that his grandmother passed away. I am so sorry for his loss. And I am happy and proud of him being sober for 2 years. Now, out online, you know, people have been clowning him about his haircut, and that haircut was real bad. I don't like the swoop over. You know, you do the swoop over, you know, when you're starting to bald, you toss it over to the side. You know, he wasn't bald in the front. Anyway, Lindsay posted a new picture of Blaine with his new haircut. She said, y'all were so vocal about Blaine needing to try a new hairstyle. Why am I talking like that? He decided to give it a try. I have to say, I'm loving it. What do y'all think? Okay, so I like it better than the swoosh over. I really do. But I do think that there's some other options. She also posted, y'all are driving me nuts about where I was on last night's episode. So here y'all go. As I told Blaine, I was with my best friend Stephanie for some much needed girl time. Why am I talking like this? Anyway, I'm being rude. I am sorry. Oh, I gotta pull it together. I'm being rude and childish. I'm immature, you already know. Anyway, the rest of the episode with them was just more storyline driven for me. But what I did appreciate is Lindsay did apologize to Blaine. And she did owe him an apology. Girl, the way you was treating that man was as if you thought that man should go to jail for 20 years. However, I also agree with Lindsay. Blaine should have talked to her about this, considering that she's on parole. So she does need to go by the letter of the law before they come and get her. And we know she already has warrants. I'm just saying. I did want to say I love Blaine's t-shirt. Jesus is my plug. Okay, I loved it. I loved it. I said, this is it. Okay, I need that shirt. Eris and Cam. All right, honey. So Cam has woken up. He is upset. I laughed a little bit when he told Eris, when she asked him, how did he sleep on the couch? He said, like an angry baby. That cracked me up. Okay. But he calls his sister because he wants to get some moral support. She's upset with me because I didn't get a job. Now, you know that's the difference between his sister and Derek's sisters. Cam's sisters, they love him. They don't play about him, but they don't play with him either. And that's what I like about them. She told him that Eris is right. This lady has held you down for 2.5 years. You need to hold her down now. You are a husband now. You have to provide now. I do know that you love music. Music is your thing. But as a married man, you need to provide. You need to be at a job, working somewhere where you have a regular check. I am here for that. And I appreciate his sister being real with him, telling him the truth. Even though he didn't really appreciate it, he understood it and he accepted it. It came from his sister and he knew it was the truth and he knew it was coming with love. This is what I like about his sisters. When Eris finally came down, he made her some tea. He apologized to her, and it seemed as if it was grown up and it was mature. He told her that he was wrong. You know, he let her down. He should have actually been out looking for a job, even though he also felt that he does have a right to be in the studio, and he does. He really does. You know, he's seen the error of his ways. And as I said in my last video, we find out that he does have a job. He's working at a call center. You know, so he's trying to do right and provide for his family. I think that Cameron and Eris are going to go through a whole lot of humps and bumps, but most marriages do. But I have a feeling that they're going to be together for a little bit. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be together forever, but I do think that they're going to figure out a way to make this marriage work. Because I do think out of some of the, social media posts and videos that I've seen of him, he does seem to be trying to be a husband and a father. He really seems to be giving it an effort. So we'll see what happens. He plays his music for her and she's like, oh, that goes hard. I said, girl, I know you have to be a supportive wife, but ma'am, nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying Cam's music and no one's buying Michael's either. Keep working at the call center, honey. You may be able to get into management and retire from there. Anyway, Cam did have me rolling uncontrollably when he told that story about his apartment being raided and how he folded himself up under the bathroom sink. I laughed so hard. I mean, I don't think that I could have folded myself up under the bathroom sink at the age of 5. I mean, so the fact that he could fold himself up under that bathroom sink and evade capture, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then when he hid in that closet from Lena and shocked her in there, I thought that was hilarious. I really did. He is a big kid at heart, and he probably has a lot of fun laughing and playing around with Lena, even though I personally would never marry somebody out of prison and move them into the home with my child. But they seem to be doing well. Anyway, moving on. Amber and Puppy. Now, honey, listen. Amber gets the opportunity to buy into a restaurant business for $50,000. And we find out that Amber has quit her damn job and she is now a stay-at-home stepmom with TC. I said, what the shit? What? This whole time we've been seeing you outside of the jail, you were a manager where you worked. You were paying your own bills and living your life, getting on track. And you met this guy. Oh, that's all I got. This guy. I'm trying to be nice, honey. You met this fella. And now you living at his house, broke as a damn joke with no job. But you want to give advice to Puppy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So now she's trying to figure out where the hell she gonna come up with $50,000 so she can buy into this restaurant bar. We TV, listen, stop this shit. Okay, this seems so fake and phony and so just unreal. Please stop doing this to us. Don't you want us to watch? I mean, stop doing this to us. When we see Puppy, she has decided not to move in and take care of her mama and clean up her mama's house. Backyard, front yard, and side yard. That saddens me. You know, even if you're not going to move in with your mom, at least go over there and clean up the inside, the backyard, the front yard, and the side yard. Do like they do on Hoarders and get one of them got junk trucks and just pull on up and, you know, put the little pallet out there in the driveway and just dump the whole damn house in. Anyway, she decides that she's going to move in with Queen. And you know, I love me some Queen. Queen is the friend that everybody needs. She is a straight shooter. She does not play around. She is not here to fool with you. And she's going to tell you like it is. So here's Puppy wheeling in her luggage. And the first thing Queen says is, you're going to pay half of everything around here. That's my kind of girl. Before you even completely park your luggage, let me explain to you how it works around these parts. Okay, you're gonna pay half of everything. Okay. Puppy says, I don't even have a job yet. I've got to look for a job. You damn right. And you could start today. Here's my laptop. I'm just saying. Anyway, Puppy says that she's not going to go back to Eric. She's trying her best. Please don't let me go back to Eric. And Queen says, listen, you've been acting crazy around here for him. And Puppy says, I don't think that I was crazy. She said, bitch, you was his side chick and you knew he was married. You knew you was acting crazy. She also explained to her, don't you know that every married man tells you that same shit that Eric was telling you? And you know what? I'm going to say it out loud and very clear. That is all true. Every man that is married out here tells his side chick the same shit. Whether he calls you his girlfriend, his side chick, his mistress, his piece, I don't care. They're all lying. They're all saying the same thing. They are all running game. Listen, Queen says that Eric is not coming around her house. She can handle him not come around her house. And if he shows up around there, I think she can handle him too. Actually, I think that Eric is scared of Queen. And I think he should be. She don't play. Okay, and she says she knows that Puppy is going to go back to Eric. She said, I can protect her and handle it here, but when she leaves this house, she can't protect Puppy. And that is all facts. Puppy needs to take a hold of this life raft that Queen is giving her. She needs to block Eric on everything. She needs to find herself a job, get into school part-time, and pay half them bills around there before Queen throw you the hell out. And you don't have anywhere else to go besides your mama's house, because you can't stay at TC's place because he don't like you. Anyway, WeTV, please leave us alone with this. We like Queen. Amber and Puppy, we sick of. I'm just saying. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.